to wait a few minutes before I say anything before this video starts because it be cutting off the beginning of my videos. So good morning. My name is Soleil. Welcome back to my channel, The Real Soleil. This is a live discussion. If you are catching the replay, I hope some of y'all get to join me live so we can have a conversation about this because I know that the Soul Tribe is mature enough to have this conversation in a mature, well, I already said mature, but in an intelligent and open-minded kind of way. Good morning. When you join me, let me know who you are and where you are watching from. So I just got some things I want to say. Because what in the world? Y'all. So I'm going to just get straight into it. It's live. So like I said, if you come in, you can definitely share your thoughts and your opinions. Before I get started, I talked about I didn't say who I was, but my name. What this channel is about essentially is I just come here to express myself in my full authenticity. I talk about real things in real ways, and I'm not sugarcoating anything, but I'm also not rude about anything, but it's just the real, the raw, and that's why y'all come here. That's why you subscribe. Shout out to all my new subscribers. We are on the way to 3K, y'all. Let's get to 3K. I know I could get there sooner if I be more consistent, but y'all know I'm starting a business. Full-time entrepreneurship. It is not for the faint of heart. It is not easy. So let me show you this new drop. This is the new Pack Light fall long sleeve shirt. Uh-oh. Hold up. Y'all seeing things back there that you ain't got no business seeing. But yeah, this is the new. Let me stand up, child, and go somewhere where I can show you everything. This is the new design. It says Pack Light on the sleeve. This is one of the fall shirts. And now we have toddler shirts. So we have 2T, 3T, 4T. And then we have youth small, medium, and large. So check out the website. We also have some new hats as well. This one is probably not fitted to my head shape. We had a photo shoot yesterday, so I think it's fitted to her head. But it fits. It adjusts and has a little pocket there that you can slide the tail of the hat, and I'm not using the correct terminology, but it's adjustable. It fits most heads. It just says Pack Light. Then we also have a new black and gold or black and yellow, whatever you want to call it, Pack Light shirt as well. So for all of my colleges that have these colors, in my area is Virginia Commonwealth University. I know they have the Saints that have those colors. So listen, rep, okay? And then this is one of the original hats. This is the original hat, actually. Have some of those left on the site as well. So you got 3 hat options to choose from as of now. And then you have 3 different necklaces to choose from. So as of right now, things could have changed by the time you watch this. Good morning. Y'all all up in my nose. So I have on the rose gold Soul Tribe necklace, which are available. All of this stuff is available for purchase. Well, depending on when you look on the site, if you're watching this way after, then the long sleeve shirts will have been available. I don't know if you're watching this years from now. I don't know. Just go shop what's on the website. But you got, I have on rose gold. That's rose gold at the bottom. And then you also have the silver Soul Tribe option as well. And then this is what the gold looks like. It fell off. I got to put it back on my mannequin. But yeah, so you can see the gold in comparison to the rose gold. Those are the options on our site. And look at this cute little baby tee. Good morning. I'm going to get into the conversation in just a second. Y'all know I got to sell my stuff first, child. I think this is like a 3C or 4C. Look how cute that is. So anyway, go shop the collection. One last thing. This is the original Pack Light shirt. It's a short sleeve shirt, and it says Pack Light on it with a pocket and a sunshine. This is size large. Our sizes in adults range from small to 2X. Go shop. www.soulriseessentials.com. Go shop, go shop, go shop. It's SOL Rise Essentials with an S.com. Down below in my description box, go shop. It is affirmation apparel for the entire family, man, women, children, and everyone in between. So yeah. Okay, so I think I want to go upstairs and relax. Because I really want to relax. I don't want to be worried about what y'all can see in the background and all of that stuff. Ain't nobody got time. All right, so boom. Child, first of all, have y'all been on the internets lately? If you've been on the internets lately, I see y'all popping in, but y'all ain't telling me who it is. Say hello, say good morning, don't be shy. I have been noticing on the YouTube community that Chrisette Michelle, honey, got a pass back into the community. How do y'all feel about that? Drop your comments down below. As always on this channel, we keep it real, but we are respectful. We are mindful of total wellness, people's wellness. We're going to get into that too. So we don't want to do anything that's going to perpetuate the behavior we're going to talk about in this video. So my opinion is she should absolutely be graced back into our community. First of all, let's act like we was not all singing a couple of forevers. All her other songs, I'm not a big music head, so I can't spit off all of her songs off the back of my head, off the top of my tongue like that. But sis was my girl, okay? She has, and still is, she has a song called Super that one of my friends, Anthony, sent to me a couple years back. And honey, that was like, she said, when I feel like, oh crap, I forgot. I can't be super all the time. So super. I don't even think people really know about that song. I didn't know about it. He's a music head. He sent it to me. That song got me through some times, honey. When I don't feel like I got an S on my chest. Yes, S on my chest, S on my chest. I can't say. I can't be super all the time. Yo, girl got some hits. And I do believe she was writing most of her songs. I could be wrong about that. But she's very, very talented. Let me tell y'all, the older I get, I am 30 years old as I make this video. And of course, I got more years to live, God willing. But the thing that I just need people to understand is that we are not immortal. It's, you know, I mean, that's debatable with some people or whatever. But as far as we all know in this current life, you're not immortal. And some people are just immoral. And it's just, I'm really disappointed about where we've come in our society because we don't give people grace. And it's so funny because we're so quick to cancel people. But there are things that we do and we say with our friends and our family and our partners and our most intimate spaces that we would absolutely be canceled for. I'm going to raise my hand now, honey. You look back at some of your old tweets and your old Facebook, all the stuff they be digging up on these celebrities that get them canceled. Why do you feel like with your life that is not under a microscope because you're not famous, why do you think that there are not things in those in the internet that you didn't say that wouldn't get you canceled? Is it only that we can cancel these celebrities? I understand the idea behind it. People want to hold these people to a higher standard and they have to be socially responsible because they have a platform. But if you're going to do it all the time, because if that's the case, there are absolutely some people that you shouldn't watch and listen to because they perpetuate the downfall of our community. Trap music, for instance, but y'all love trap music? Let's get into it. The lyrics are horrible. They are polluting all of our kids' minds, the ones that we let listen to it. If we gonna cancel the people, let's really cancel the people that are a detriment to the advancement of our community. Like, we can't pick and choose when we want to cancel people because those are the people that absolutely, truly need to be canceled. So on the flip side of that, like, you done said and done some stuff in your private life, whether you are famous or not, that you could be canceled for. So it's interesting. I never thought I would see the day, but it's been 4 years. That girl did something in 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21 that got her canceled. Like, you didn't hear nothing else about Chrisette Michelle. And the crazy thing about it is a lot of the people that were doing the canceling of her didn't even know who she was. They just didn't like a decision that she made. Let me tell you something. In intimate relationships, whether it be platonic, familial, or romantic, there are times, probably on a daily basis for a lot of people, where people that you love say and do some things that you absolutely don't agree with. Like, sis didn't even, well, I think she did say something. I think what she said is what rubbed some people the wrong way, where she was like, she tried to explain what she did. And if you know Chrisette and you've watched, like, we don't really know her, but if you've watched some of her interviews and stuff, I personally feel she's a little awkward. She's really awkward. And I said little or really, one of them, she's awkward. And I think she tried to justify what she did. And I'm not just making some of these things up, because if you watch a couple of the new interviews that she's been doing, she's a thinker. She's very analytical. And I personally feel like she still struggles with identity a little bit. So when you don't know who you are, especially as a normal person, quote unquote, that's not under a microscope, that's not famous. Like, imagine having to find and figure out yourself in front of critical, very critical people that are just waiting on an opportunity to cancel you for something that you did. And say, that's a lot of pressure. And let's get into what happened to her as a result of her being canceled for one little thing that she did and said. Sis did not go on a rant. She ain't come on here saying what y'all need to do and da 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 da. Like, she made a statement, and she acted in a way that a lot of people didn't agree with. I didn't agree with it, but I didn't cancel the girl, honey. Y'all still listening to R. Kelly music? Come on now, y'all. You can do what you want, but what I'm saying is, if we gonna do that, you need to get that girl a pass. She has, yeah, she is a sweet girl, and she's just trying to figure it out. She has gone through so much mental distress because of what happened to her 4 years ago, and sis is still healing from it. Like, damn, that's crazy. I would never want to be famous. No, no thanks. No ma'am. No sir. No ham, no turkey. None of that. Because it's a lot. And nobody can really know the effects of what it feels like to be scrutinized by the entire world, it seems, when you're famous and you make a mistake. And that's exactly what she went through. And again, I'm not making this stuff up because I've watched a couple interviews, at least 3 interviews of her, where people are bringing her on their platform to discuss where she is in life now. And I'm thankful because it seems like there are people who feel like I do that have been watching her. I haven't been watching her because I just got back on Instagram. But she said she built a community on Instagram, and it just kind of came out of nowhere. Like, God finally spoke to her and told her to get back in front of people and to write and to talk and build a community or whatever. And it's great that she had that community. Because I'm pretty sure it helped her feel a sense of normalcy again, where she didn't feel as scrutinized. But like, she went through a lot mentally because of that. And I believe that she was going through a lot mentally before that. Like, sis went through a divorce, public relationship. She had broken up with a dude, gotten married, broken up with that dude. You're a celebrity. Nobody really knows what that feels like until they are a celebrity and don't want to be a celebrity no more. Summer Walker, for instance. Like, come on, y'all. It's a lot, and I really feel like we need to be more responsible for the things that we say and do on social media, because it can be to people's detriment. I haven't said his name on my channel before, but like, that's why I really don't get into the whole Kevin Samuels rhetoric. Like, you can say things, but be responsible for how you say them and how they affect other people. Because you can't say, well, let's just give Chrisette as an example. If she would have been more vulnerable and weak in her mind and committed suicide, God forbid, because of what happened to her, because some people would have, people would have felt horrible. Most people. But it's a lot of people in our society now, it just seems like their soul is gone. Like, they don't care about the way in which the things they do affect other people. They say affect other people. Twitter is I can't stand Twitter. It seems like a really horrible place. Like, people just say anything for some retweets. But let's flip it, and the same things were being said about them, or even a family member, their mother, their sister, their cousin. Oh, they would be mad. Why don't you treat that same person, i.e. Chrisette, like your mama, your daddy, your sister, your cousin, your brother, somebody you care about? Because you don't know them, right? It never hits home for people until it hits home for people. And I'm really saddened by that. And I'm not saying all of this because I'm perfect, because I have had some moments in my life, and still do have some moments in my life, where I'm not always proud of what I say and do. But listen, I try to be very conscious. And this is all that I'm coming on here to say, just to be more conscious about what we're doing. People deliberately get up every day and get on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and whatever other channels, and just be saying stuff and writing blogs about people and lying on people, and just, they don't care how it affects that person. And it has major effects on that person. That girl went into hiding for 4 years. Like, no, I didn't agree with what she said and did, honey. But I'm not going to be like canceling her and talking junk about, like, what in the world, y'all? That's a lot on one person. And you couldn't handle it. A lot of people could not handle that. So y'all know my mission, just in general, and also with my business, is to focus and spread the news of how important global mental wellness is. Your mental wellness is part of your holistic wellness. We don't just eat right. We don't just work out. We are also mindful of what we do, what we say, how we show up in the world. We have emotional intelligence. We eat well, we work out. It's holistic. It's a total experience. So why do we think that the way that we make others feel is not important to our wellness? Cuz how do you sleep well with yourself at night after you do things like that? It's just crazy. So I'm glad that she's being graced back into the community. I know everybody's not going to accept her, but shout out to the people on her Instagram, that community she's built. I need to go follow her and see what she's talking about, but shout out to that community that was gracious enough to stick by her and never cancel her, and the people that did cancel her and that decided, no, I don't want to do that anymore. Shout out to y'all, because somebody then gave you that same grace in past before. I know I've been given that. Thankful. I'm so thankful, especially my family. I'm thankful for them giving me grace. Like, we all need that. And just remember that. Like, I don't care how you feel when you watch this video, whether you agree with what I'm saying or not, but I guarantee you, someone in your life has granted you grace when you did not deserve it. And we already know God give us grace every day if you're a believer. Good morning, Demi. How you doing? Thank you for calling me gorgeous, because, honey, I just woke up like an hour ago. But yeah, just talking about Chrisette Michelle and, her seeming to be welcomed back into our community. And I know everybody's not going to welcome her back into the community, but the fact that she's getting attention in the media now is like, I was like, oh, she back. She's doing okay. She's working it out. Like, she went through a lot of mental distress and depression, and I'm sure some other things she's probably not going to talk about right now because of that whole situation. Like, people were just saying really mean things about her. And in my personal opinion, which I've stated earlier, I don't know if y'all were on here before, but there are some people that absolutely need to be canceled. People were saying like that was the wrong decision to make. And she acknowledges that now, actually. She acknowledges that she made a mistake and that her intentions were in one place. And she talked about why she felt like her intentions were in the place that they were in, and why she felt like if she made a certain move, it would be different for her. She dug into that, and I thought that was really interesting. She talked about like having this superiority complex, or like, I'm a celebrity. People are going to roll with me because if I do this, like, they're going to have my back. And that came from her upbringing into her specific church that she was at. So she got into it. She dug into all of that. And I was very proud of her for doing that, because there's always a reason why we do the things that we do. So it wasn't just her trying to ride a Trump train or whoever. Like, this was way deeper with her past, and she was able to go back and identify all of that. Y'all know I am a proponent of reaching back, digging into that trauma, going to therapy and all of that stuff to figure out why we are doing the things that we're doing, examining it. So that's why I even made this video, because I was proud of like how she showed up. There are some people that come out and they share stories and they act like they're being transparent, and they really not. It's like when I watched the Mary J documentary, I really thought I was going to learn something that I didn't know about her. She didn't get as transparent as I thought she would. And I can't even believe I'm talking about celebrities on this channel, because I don't really do that. But it's as it relates to mental health, which is what I'm passionate about. So, but yeah, honey, no, if you're going to tell it, tell it, and Chrisette told it. So I'm very proud of her. If you see this video, I'm proud of you, sis. We don't always do things perfect, honey. None of us do. So them people that was talking about you, they tried it, okay? It's people that be talking about, they can talk about them and be like, he tried it, she tried it, but she on the internet talking about you trying it. Like, come on, y'all. So, yeah. Demi says she does not have a professional spirit. I know personally of this. So some people, hold on. Oh, crap, what I done did. Hold on, I done lost it. She does not have a professional spirit. I know personally of this. So some people backed away from her, and the situation with Trump was kind of the last straw. I understand that. I definitely understand that. So when you say she doesn't have a professional spirit, you mean like, can you explain that more? And I don't want to speak to like her personally, because I don't know her personally. I'm really interested to know what you mean by that. But I'm just speaking in general, like we all do when we get on the internet, because none of us really know the specifics. And when you watch these new interviews with her, she kind of got into the why of what she was doing, and she was able to provide the specifics. Because one thing that I see on the internet a lot, we will take a sound bite. We will take a minute or two of an hour interview and act like context doesn't matter. We do that. We really hang on to one little thing that somebody says, and it's like, you know, you see two people arguing across the street or something like that, and you hear a sound bite, and you think you know what's going on. Baby mama acting crazy, but you don't know that baby daddy ain't paid child support in 15 years, and she got a right to be upset. And he probably slapped her before you saw what was going on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you really have to understand the context behind certain things. And I'm not talking to you, Demi. I'm just speaking in general. Um, we don't be knowing what we be talking about all the time. You know, situations can be very complex. Okay. And people just be talking like without learning the facts. And there are so many things that I never really speak on, especially like politically and in the media, because we never really know what's really going on. I'm not about to make a whole thesis statement and then real facts come out 6 months later, and then everything I said in my thesis statement is literally null and void because I didn't have the true facts. Ain't nobody got all that energy and time for that. Demi says she makes agreements and takes payments for her to make an appearance and doesn't follow through. She did that in Dallas a couple of years ago. I know this for a fact. Oh, I believe you. I absolutely believe you. So I get it. Trust me. I can understand why some people felt like that was the last straw. But for me specifically, I don't think I'm talking about those people. I'm really just, because like I said earlier, I don't know if you were on here, there were some people that didn't even know her. Like they would tweet, I don't even know sis. I don't even listen to sis music. But those are the people that I'm really talking about. But also too, I feel like we still have to be responsible for some ways we show up, man. Like there's been too many people that commit suicide and just are not here with us anymore because of the actions and words of other people as a collective. And I feel like we got to take some responsibility because of that. Like we can boycott and be like, I ain't going to no more concerts, I ain't buying no more music, I ain't live streaming nothing else, I ain't watching her on nothing, you know. But like sometimes, you know, we gotta get not making any excuses, you know, because like you're saying now, you're adding more layers to it, which is good, because it's very complicated and very, very layered, you know. I agree. We need to watch what we say. Yeah, we do. And we're not perfect, you know. Listen, I get it, but just the without all the extra details, I just feel bad that she had to go into hiding for so long. And I don't know the ins and outs of her personality. I'm just speaking to the general aspect of it all, like in terms of mental health and mental wellness. Like the way we went in on her, but didn't go in on Travis Green that was there with her and the other people that were there with her, you know. It just like, why we go so hard on her like that and not everybody else? Is it because she made a statement and Travis didn't make a statement? I don't know, because I don't know. I just don't know all the details. He probably did. But it was just sad, and I'm just glad that she was able to go away, do her work, and come back and be brave enough to face society again. Cause honey, I didn't know if the girl was ever gonna come back. I said, oh, she just gonna go and live a real normal life. And ain't nobody gonna ever hear from her again. So but that was all I wanted to talk about, y'all. I'm just glad that she's well mentally at the end of the day. You know, like I could meet somebody and not like them, but I still want them to be well at the end of the day. And I think that we just have to kind of keep that in mind. Hopefully we can. You could do what you want, but this is just my little opinion on my little piece of the internets on my channel called The Real Soleil. So thank y'all for watching. I'm gonna go because I have to get some work done. I need to eat. I got a little headache back here. Demi, I really appreciate you for joining in on this conversation and adding some context and more facts, things that you said that you knew for a fact. I appreciate that, and I thank you for engaging. Where do you live at, Demi? Um, Oh, and I did bring up something earlier that I want to touch on before I get off of here. I spoke about a gentleman. You live in Dallas. Shout out to Texas. I like Texas, even though I've never been there. I want to go to Texas. Ain't she from Texas? No, she was born in, raised in New York, which I thought was interesting. I don't get New York from her. But okay, Dallas. Yeah, I want to go there one day. But yeah, I was speaking about another individual. You know, for me, I do need to come visit because it's another girl called named Green Thought, excuse me, on here that I like her too, and I would love to meet her. So if I'm in Dallas, I'm gonna do a video and let y'all know I'm in Dallas, okay? Or just Texas too. I know it's big, but maybe we can work something out. I just think that we have to be responsible for the intent and the energy surrounding what we do. You know, if it's too much negative attention, is it really helping the community? If you got more people in an uproar because of how you're saying what you're saying, is it really for the advancement of the community? Like, our community has been through enough turmoil. And some people are like, oh, we need tough love. Who ain't had tough love? 9 times out of 10, if you black, you didn't have tough love. We don't need more of that. We know our problems. We know how we got here, but sometimes it's okay to try something new. Sometimes it's okay to speak in a different way. Sometimes it's okay to learn something new about the brain, about science, about behavior, and act in a way that's going to get different results. Sometimes that is really okay, i.e., the way that we parent. Sometimes it's okay to do something different than what our parents and their parents did. You know, like, we have way too much new information and science and research being done that are proving things that give us a pass to do things differently. Like, it's okay. It's okay to be kind. It's okay to be nice. And I've had to learn this myself. My mama used to always tell me, it's not how you say it, it's what you say. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. And you get more bees with honey than you do vinegar. She told me that all the time, all the time. So I finally get it now, and I'm just giving a new perspective out there for you all to consider. But for me, in my community, in my direct friend circle, we have very real conversations. And I'm actually reading a book right now. I got about 30 more pages left. It's called Cleaning Up Your Mental Mess by Dr. Caroline Leaf. That's really good stuff up in there. I love science, and as it relates to neuroscience and psychology and stuff. And what I learned in that book is, when you learn, it literally builds your brain, and it's good for your brain. You can rewire your brain. You can heal your brain. You can remend your brain. And this book is very empowering. The work that Dr. Caroline Leaf does is very empowering. And you can do things differently and learn things differently and behave differently when you train your mind to do it, right? So for me, we have conversations in my circle, and sometimes I don't agree with what's being said. Sometimes they don't agree with what I'm saying, but I learned that that's actually healthy. It builds your brain to listen to different perspectives. And even if you don't agree with something, to just hear it, to discuss it, because it builds your brain. Literally, that's science. So I thought that was really cool. We have difficult conversations, and my friends and we keep it real with each other. So there's nothing being said on that man's channel that I ain't heard before, in terms of how, like, the quote unquote real, he being real. Y'all know I keep it real. I hang with people that keep it real. So if I'm doing something crazy, or if I have crazy expectations, they're going to tell me. You know, like, that goes to show that enough people don't have real people in their lives to tell them the truth. So for me, there's not anything being said over there that in terms of, like, somebody having unrealistic expectations and somebody telling them that they have unrealistic expectations. That's not anything new. Like, that's logical. You have an idea of something that you want, and you ain't even bringing that to the table. And what are you doing to maintain that when you get it? Like, why are your expectations so high? You don't even have XYZ. You know what I mean? You can't even manage XYZ. That's logic. You know what I mean? So, like, people say, oh, they're keeping it so real. And it's like, well, when's the last time you heard somebody keep it real? Because I do it every day. You know, it's the intent behind what's being said and the heart posture of that person that I can't get with. You know, it's, if you dug in that closet and saw what was in that person's closet, you would find some things, just like all of us. So I know when I was younger, and my approach and my attitude about certain things was just off and, like, angry and like, there was a reason why I was like that. If you dug in my closet and got behind some things, you would see why why that was my position in life. You know, it's not for me. You know, just hang around some people that tell you the truth more often, and you will not have to get on the internet and be applauding people for being a hot mess in the way that they talk to people. And they just, well, if they can't handle it, they did. No, you have to be responsible. It's called emotional intelligence. You have to be responsible for the way that you show up in people's lives and the way that you make people feel. Especially if you just don't care how something comes out of your mouth. You need to be responsible for how you made that person feel, because you didn't even try to give that message in love and then they received it wrong. No, you gave it wrong and they received it how you gave it. You can't even give basic respect to somebody, and then when they don't give it back to you, you got a problem. Come on, y'all. Let's really, just because someone's saying something that we like and it has shock value behind it. Like, that goes back to what I was saying earlier, the culture. But how did we get here? Like, we just don't care how we show up and say things to people anymore. It's just not responsible. You wouldn't want a teacher talking to your child like that. You know, the person that was in presidency before, you wouldn't want your child acting like that and mocking other children that have special needs, because your child could be the one that has special needs. Come on, y'all. Like, we got to bring it back and start to be responsible for ourselves first again. And not just, oh, I don't care if they can't handle it. No, no, because you wouldn't want someone treating you or your loved ones like that. So I'm going to go because I'm sounding like somebody whole ass mama. But, oh, I am somebody whole ass mama. So anyway, again, thank y'all for watching. I already know that this may get some comments that are not favorable for what I have to say, but just keep it respectful, because I will delete comments that are not, we can disagree, but you don't got to be disrespectful. So yeah, have a wonderful day. Again, go to soulriseessentials.com, support my brand. We're on Instagram. I'm on Instagram. My Instagram is The Real Soleil. My company is at Soul Rise Essentials, but everything is in the description box. So I appreciate y'all for your support, and those of you that have already supported my brand. These are new shirts, so these are not on there just yet. If you're watching this video on October 25th, 26th, whatever today is, the 26th, these are not on there just yet, but they'll be on there very soon if they haven't sold out. Get on my mailing list, because you will be the first. If you go on there today and get on the mailing list, you'll be the first to know when these new shirts and the toddler shirts come out, and just anything in the future, whenever it drops, you'll be the first person to know. So I hope y'all have a fantastic day. I don't see any new comments, but Demi, thank you again for chiming in, and I appreciate everybody else for watching the replay. And I got a headache. I need to go eat. Okay, guys. Peace, y'all. Like this video, comment down below, and subscribe. Peace.